morning. It is turned once again. Michael Adekunle, we appreciate your presence, all esteemed viewers across the globe. So, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your support on this platform as well. All right, my respondents are here this morning. Of course, you know what they are here to do: to do justice to the issues we have on ground, to dissect important issues with us on the program. Morning to you, Johnson.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, viewers the world over. It's a pleasure to be on the program. Hope you are doing great. Nice having you there.
All right. Femi, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning, our viewers across the globe. We say thank you very much for always being there for us. May God continue to be with you.
All right, the global analyst OJ is also here this morning. How are you doing, sir?
Global Anchorman, Mr. Michael. You're also global man. May God bless you. You're most welcome. Our global viewers over the world, thank you very much.
All right,
I think my humble self, Mr. Ojo, thank you very much.
Thank you, OJ. James John, all the way from Benue State.
Good morning, Mr. Mike, Ms. Edwin, I want to say good morning to our viewers. I want to appreciate you for always keeping faith with this platform. I wish you a wonderful day.
All right, thank you so much. Adebayo, thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning,
You're welcome.
Good morning, our honorable viewers. Thank God today is another brand new morning again. God bless you. I appreciate you for your kindness and your care. God bless you.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. Good to be here again. Thank God for life. And I'm so happy that our president is going to UK to visit Prince Charles, the King of England.
All right, Benjamin. Morning, sir.
Morning, Michael Adekunle. Good morning, our great and ever esteemed global audience. I want to say a very big morning to you, and God bless you all for keeping faith with this great channel, City Stand.
All right, thank you. Okay, Benjamin, want to say hi to you.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Michael Adekunle, and good morning, our viewers. Wherever that I remember, God bless and strength you. Thank you.
All right, may God bless you too. All right, kindly subscribe to the channel if you're watching us for the first time. It's very, very important. Please subscribe to the channel. Also, smash the like button. Smash it. Share the program to your loved ones. Let everybody know what is going on at this time. We are broadcasting live from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Oba News Time. Yeah, from this small community, we like call it small community, to the world. Yeah. All right, we're always here every day to dish out raw information coming out of Nigeria. In the comment section, I have Mafidon. Mafidon, good morning to you. Ibuna Kingsley is watching us from Madrid, and welcome you to the program. Go on, Abdul. Good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Chicago Schoolboy is also here. Say good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, this 17th of March. 2026. What do we have here? We have the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Let's quickly run through the headline of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The major headline, it reads: Tinubu in historic visit to United Kingdom to sign MOU on trade, investment, defense. Tinubu on a historic visit to UK to sign MOU on trade, investment, defense. State visit first by Nigerian leader in 37 years. State visit first by Nigerian leader in 37 years. All right. To witness signing of £746 million financing deal between UK Exports Finance MPA Finance Ministry. Visit to showcase gains of policy reforms. Information says Information Minister. You can go to page 2 to see more on this. We have on page 30 many casualties. Yeah, feared as explosions rock crowded areas in Maiduguri. Yeah, about 23 people were killed, and about 108 or so were injured. Yeah, in that multiple explosions that rocked Maiduguri. Many casualties feared as explosions rock crowded areas in Maiduguri. Anambra+Maiduguri. ADC vows to resist plots to make Tinubu sole presidential candidate. Accuses APC of plot to destabilize party. This time, you are still accusing APC of destabilizing your party instead of you to put your house together. ADC, try to do the needful. All right, enough of these complaints. All right, we'll move on to another one. APC convention. NWC, that's National Working Committee, retains zoning arrangement. You can go to page 15 to see this. Passengers injured in Abuja Kaduna train accident, and SIB begins probe. And in the eastern part of the country, Governor Soludo of Anambra State has sealed about 1,000 shops due to people's refusal to go to their shops. This as regards the controversy surrounding sit at home. All right. Wow. I can see other people, saying hi to us this morning, but I will still greet you all. All right, to Mr. Jacob Dedeji in the US. He celebrated his father's 90th birthday. That was on Saturday. You have the camera. Celebrated his father's 90th birthday on Saturday. Will I say long life and prosperity for a 90-year-old man? I can't say long life and prosperity. What I will say is congratulations to the family. We see more life at 90. Anyway,
whatever God think is perfect for him, we should do it for him. If it's to call him for rest, because this life that we are even in, I don't pray to be 90. Which kind of yes, I don't want to be 90. Nobody has even reached 90 in my family. I don't want to be 90. 90 is not a small year. So if it's going to be perfect, whatever is going to be perfect for Baba, God should grant him. If it is long life, God should give him. Peace, God should give him. I pray that may God continue to be with the family. Mr. Mike, me, I have
what you say, you can live as much as what I want to live.
Mr. Mike, in the olden days, people live 900 years, 800 years. So I'm wishing Baba more years in sound health.
Mama, brother.
Yes. It's Baba. It's Baba. No, Baba Dedeji. She married Mr. Dedeji, may God, and he's a pastor. Pastor Dedeji, may the Lord strengthen your father more and more. After all, Caleb told Moses, said, I'm still strong. I feel like, 40 years ago, when somebody was 120 years, was still telling Moses that I feel strong like I was 40 years ago. So may God strengthen your father, Pastor Dedeji, in sound health, in good health, in prosperity, more and more. Happy birthday to your father at 90. I mean, 90.
Senior citizen.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, it is based in the US. Wish you long life and prosperity. Congratulations once more to the family of Jacob.
And as you are taking care of Baba, God will provide children that will take care of you at your old age. Thank you very much.
And he's also taking care of us at this time too.
Yes. God will be taking care of you and your family.
All right, also celebrating a birthday this morning, 69th birthday. Who am I talking about? One of our esteemed viewers, one of our consistent supporter on the platform, Mrs. Clara. She's celebrating her 69th birthday today.
Wow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Clara.
Happy birthday to you. I want to say a happy birthday to Mrs. Clara. She's been a phenomenal, she's a great woman. And I want to continue to pray that God will be mindful of her and whatever that she do. She will live a more happier, more prosperous, more fulfilled life. I also extended the same to Baba at 90. That God will continue to strengthen him, continue to embolden him, even in the ministry that God has placed him. He will continue to do exploit in the name of Jesus Christ.
I remember Mrs. Clara, courtesy of you, when she called me out and blessed me personally. Yes, for this cause and for blessing every one of us here on this platform, every one of us on this platform. Mrs. Clara, happy birthday to you, man. May you live long and live long with sound health and prosperity. This is Mr. Ojolade. Thank you very much, man.
All right. Okay, talking to Mrs. Clara, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Clara, I want to say happy birthday to you once more. And for you to have, embody us in your ocean of kindness, of your gifting, I want to say a very big thank you to you. May you live and never stumble. Yes. May your journey continue to be smooth sailing. At the end of the day, may you have cause to shout hallelujah, Hosanna to him in the highest. The one that created you, oh Lord. And I want to also tap into that anointing of your grace, that of your pool of kindness. May you continue to rub off on each and every one of us on this stand in Jesus' name. Once more, congratulations.
Yeah, right, Madam Clara, I think you supported me when I did my birthday the other time. You will grow from glory to glory. Happy birthday to you. Many happy returns will come on your way. Thank you very much for supporting us. May your day be long. Thank you.
All right, celebration of our birthday this morning. She's gifting the platform. Some analysts on the platform cash gifts. I'll be calling out the names of the people that will be benefiting from this cash gift. She said to me, "Good morning, Michael. How are you?" Okay, good morning, Michael. How are you? Family, God bless you for what you do on the platform. Tomorrow is my 69th birthday, and I would like to gift the following people. Yeah. All right, 10K each to these people. Gentleman Mike, she's gifting you 10,000 naira this morning. Mrs. Clara.
Thank you so much. Again, let me join my colleague to say happy birthday to you, ma, for God to have spared your life to this time. We celebrate you and we celebrate the grace of God in your life. As your days, so shall your strength be. Thank you very much, ma, for the gesture.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we have Oluwa one of all the land. Oluwa one is not here. All right, Ben Jack. You have 10,000 naira this morning.
Wow, so good. May good Lord bless you and stretch you. And may God keep on increasing your life day by day and your children. May you remain blessed. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Also, James John, 10,000 naira for you.
I want to really appreciate you, man. You've always done this. I have always enjoyed, from your largesse. I pray that God will continue to strengthen you. Also enjoy protection and generosity that comes from God.
All right, Biafran Evangelist is not here. He has 10,000 naira as well. All right, Felix also 10,000 naira. All right. All right, Mr. Johnson, 10,000 naira for you.
Wow, that's wonderful. Very interesting. I'm humbled, greatly humbled. Thank you very much. May the good Lord continue to be gracious to you. Once again, you shall not fall. You shall not fail. The hand of the Lord will continually rest upon you. Your testimony will be evident for the whole universe to see. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate you. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has departed for a high-profile visit to the United Kingdom alongside his wife Remi Tinubu and 9 ministers. Yeah. Very, very historic visit. Yeah. What do you have to say, Femi?
Well, there's nothing we can say much. This one is an invited, visit, unlike every other fly, butterfly one. And it's very, very historical. What can we say? Britain is our colonial master. So inviting our president to come and give him a visit is not something that is out of proportion. So, but my advice to our president is that when he go to that place, you should look at how they do things in that place. Of course, this is not the first time he has been to UK. I think he always traveled to UK even before he became president. I think UK is one of the countries that he usually visits, apart from France. So this is not the first time he will be visiting UK. He has always been traveling. But what I want them to do is they should copy what they are doing in that place and come and replicate it here. When they go to that place, they see how the lights I mean, is being stable, how motorable is their road, how their government quickly, I mean, come out to intervene when there is challenge, when their citizens are facing challenge. They should learn lesson from how, I mean, Britain was able to develop their country. After developing their country, they still come out do exploits in Africa. Not that we will have little money and we will embezzle it. We will have little money and we will think that we have had all the money put in Africa put together. Like somebody said that Nigeria we now have money, but you don't know how to spend it. How much do they have that time? How many roads were being, I mean, tar? We have oil that time. I don't think there was any refinery. How many bridges have been built that time? When we will have some trillion of naira, and the next thing is for the Nigeria to just squander it or spend it anyhow. So beyond visit and Baba feel pompous that they are being invited by UK royal something is to look at what they are doing in that Britain, what make Britain to be great, and is to come and replicate it here. As simple as that in Nigeria. Also, all this, I don't know the worth of that 740 million pounds or whatever. If you convert it to naira,
746
million. If they give it to Tinubu today, what will he even use it for? Him personally, Tinubu. Some of Nigeria go and watch the will of Obasanjo. Obasanjo has came out to tell us his will. Do you know that man is worth more than 2 trillion naira? Yes, just liquid asset. He's worth more than 2 trillion naira. He's not concerned. He's not apart from Obasanjo's farm. That one is inestimable. They cannot even quantify how much that one is worth. But we are talking about liquid asset, more than 2 trillion naira. And he said he give it to charity in the first place. Why gathering all this? I mean, gigantic money. I mean, this African leader, I don't know what is wrong with them. It's too much. It's too much for them.
All right.
If I may react to
Nigerians started criticizing him, saying that why is he prioritizing foreign trip over domestic crisis? I don't know what you want to say, but just hold on for me a bit. Let us tell people the significance of this this trip, why it's so important to Nigerians that are in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The state visit is the first by a Nigerian leader in 37 years. This is as President Bola Tinubu is also the first Nigerian leader to be hosted by the British monarch at Windsor Castle. Part of the statement said Nigeria and the United Kingdom share a deep history of ties and a special bond, adding that the purpose of this visit is to strengthen bilateral relations and explore avenues for collaboration on issues such as immigration, trade, investment, and cultural exchange.
Well, I think it's historic. This after 37 years, we are now having this visit. But I hope that whatever bilateral relationship the president will sign will translate into a better life. I'm a supporter of any policy of government that has direct bearing on the people, irrespective of who is the leader. You understand? So as our leaders travel out, they are given documents to sign. They should look at this document very well. I can tell you, some of these are colonial masters never meant well to us. Never. If you want to go down to history, you will see that these are people that are even responsible for even the insecurity we are fighting over the years. If you check the history, you understand, they created a system that will always, have this, that we will never see an end to violence. So whatever document the British are giving to the president, don't forget, these people colonized us for many years, and then today we have a crude oil without a refinery. But they've been taking this crude oil from this country. They have, oil companies in this country that is responsible for catering away our crude oil, but they have never thought it wise to build refinery. So any relationship our leaders will have with these people, they should look at the document very well before they put down their signature.
All right, Darren Frank says, Mr. Kule, why is Tinubu scared to visit Trump in America? Or does it mean that the drug case issue with Tinubu and America is real?
Can I answer him? Right? The most privileged way Tinubu can go now is UK. Because we don't know Trump. Tinubu don't know Trump. And Tinubu has been aligned with the UK city, with the UK people, and he has been aligned with even the Charles, if you don't know, before Charles, became the king and of that region, and I can tell you already, our bilateral relationship is more deeper with UK than US. So go and Google it. Queen came to Nigeria. When Queen came to Nigeria to give us independence, where he landed, the next destination he landed was Ogun State here, in which he said one of his fathers, Queen's father, one of his father, friend is there, and he went there and he partied with them. I'm talking of Ogbeni Oja. Ogbeni Oja, they call the man Ogbeni Oja, is from Ogun State. So of the Oditola. So what are we now saying? So the alliance of the Yorubas and the Queen has been there for long, man. So if you don't know, make you know.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we need to move to another person here, Chief Odozichima, all the way from Italy. And what was he saying? United Kingdom is to Nigeria. I think we're trying to say why France is to Francophone countries. What is making many of them to quit and ask France from their countries?
Well, the way France handled their colony is different from the way Britain, handled their own. I think France used direct rule, principle of assimilation. Yes, and up to some particular time. The citizen of their colony is also the citizen of France. Yes. Hardly you can separate them. To some extent, at least Britain was using indirect rule. So to some extent, Britain give his colony British space. Britain at least it distance itself a bit. But France is like this. Imagine a country without a central bank. Their central bank is in France. Yes, all those francophone country. Majority of their children, you find them at France national team. Yes, Zidane, a part of them. All of them. If you want to sign, you have to go to France. So you can see the difference between France and Britain. Britain as well, they are not perfect. There is no any perfect colonialist, no perfect colonial master. But when you look at the Britain and France, you will be able to differentiate. And the reason for leaving France, the francophone country that are leaving France, is not far-fetched. Go and check how they treat all those countries where they live. So I think people should just look at it in that manner.
All right, no good BB for Lugard for joining cats and dogs together. Of course, that unfruitful and unproductive contraptions. All right. James Manu says Nigerians should bear in mind that there is no difference between Tinubu and Buhari on leadership. This is coming from James Manu.
They are brothers.
Yeah, we move down to Cosmos this morning, and it says, "Good morning, all. Our democracy is that of America." All right, the football lifter says, "Of what importance is the UK visit when Nigeria is boiling? Tinubu should sit his ass down and fix Nigeria. He is visionless and shameless."
And if I want to react to it, you see, Britain never came to our rescue. Ever since the time we started confronting this level of insecurity, there was never a time Britain, on their own decided to get involved. We saw America. This was the second time America was declaring Nigeria state of particular concern. You understand? Britain they are just there. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, that's why I'm saying whatever relationship, whatever bilateral relationship Tinubu will sign, then you should look at the document very well. You understand? Because these are people, there is no history that has said that they have really in any way, salvage us when we have a particular situation. It has never happened. It has always been in their interest. And I agree with, was it Idris Chima, with what he said. What Britain is to Nigeria is what France is to their colonies. There's no difference. It's just that their method of exploiting us differs. They have a system that is different. One is assimilation, the other one is indirect rule.
Sorry, if anybody wants to blame Lord Lugard, you can blame him as much as you like. At the same time, blame our greedy leader. Yes, they join us together in 1914. That thing they are worshipping up to this moment is nothing. It's just a device developed by Lord Lugard to make, both Northern Protectorate and Southern Protectorate to make it easy for him to gather, that we to govern. That some people are now making it as an act of God. No, the answer is no. If we wanted to secure our independence separately, we would have done that. Yes, yes, we can do the deliberate on it. In fact, when we wanted to gain independence, not say we are not ready for independence. If you want to go and gain your independence, go and gain it. As simple as that. It was some greedy leader that said we must be together.
So imagine there was no amalgamation.
Even up to this moment, I'm coming. Even after the amalgamation, what happened? That they come after they have come to colonize you. Colonize master, I'm not supporting them. But after they have colonized you, you still not see your leader that has still colonized you up to this moment. After the Britain has gone, your leader, they are still colonizing you, they are still behaving like a status quo.
So on your selfish interest.
It's the same thing. Yes, now it's
there shouldn't be amalgamation.
In the same thing.
Even if you do it,
the same thing that
was sincerity of the same thing where we are.
The same thing. The same thing. The same
cat and snake and frog.
The same thing. I'm telling you that even after the amalgamation, when we have chance of separate, why can't we? Why some people say Araba in that day? Why did some people say we still must stay together? That is the question you should.
But there is a document. There is a document.
That document is not there.
No, this is not there. No document. No, in 2014. No document. No, in 2014. Listen to 2014. That document is to say. Was there a conference? Yes or no? Where every tribe in Nigeria came together to
implement that document. It does not matter. It was Jonathan that collected it. And Jonathan and I'm coming. Excuse me. I'm coming. Wait. You are the one that is affected most. The southerner, we are the one that need that comfort most. You will not get that comfort. You will not put it on that drawer. You will not using it to campaign for us. Nothing for God.
2014, don't forget it. When you have election,
you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what
it is. You don't document.
He had the opportunity 2014. The only thing for him to present it in the House of Assembly. Okay, let's say, and it was cost you. What are you talking about? And I was using it to campaign for us.
You have a government after
you have to implement it. That government don't need to implement it. The reason that government, which will not go in to implement it, you know the game we are playing now. The game of North and South. I'm not saying we should be. I'm telling you that your leaders, they are also part of the problem. We are talking about comfort, national comfort. That national comfort, we look at it, is the South that needs it most. Yes.
No, because I'm telling you, every tribe came together. It was not
what I'm saying the South is that everybody knows the plan of some people that they want to be, gagging us, and that comfort give us a breathing space. Simple, as simple as that. Like we are calling for the issue of state police. The issue of state police is national comfort. Go and check the national comfort. Of course, he should have known that we are the one that need this thing most. But instead, he using this to do politics. The way Tinubu is using some of the, reform agenda, he want to be doing politicizing it. Yoruba will say, ọmọ ọdún mẹ́fà tí ó rìn díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ òbí díẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ yẹn náà ni. If you have a 6-year-old kid that doesn't work, blame the kid a bit, then blame the parent as well. The Britain that they have left us, okay, is it Britain that should colonize us up to this moment? Oh, it's Britain that should come and build the refinery for you. Oh, okay, blame your leader as well. Blame them, not only Britain.
As much as we will blame our leaders, we also, the large chunk of the blame goes to those who colonize Africa. Look at how they have reduced Africa, a raw material producing nation. We do nothing in Africa apart from producing raw material and sell it as raw as it is. You understand what kind of a country is that?
Do they pay you or not?
So what we are saying is, do you know the day there will be a paradigm shift in Africa where we will begin to process the material we produce? That will be the end of the
when the Republic say enough is enough for France, what do they do?
We put it as a leader in place.
When the Republic say enough is enough for France, what happened? In Burkina Faso, when they said enough is enough, what is happening? Yes. So why Saudi Arabia now to blame your leader now? That's what I'm saying now. When Saudi Arabia said we want to build 2,000 mosques in your area, what did that guy say? We said no, we don't want it. Oga, blame your. See, if you like us receiving blame all the time, you may not go. If you see anybody, if you like to, if you know somebody that is looking inward and blame yourself first. Okay, you may not be able to go far. That's my point.
All right, in the comment section, the viewers are reacting to this and what this Chima saying here. If they sincere and wished well for Nigeria and Nigerians, they should be at the forefront of defending and protecting Nigeria.
Yes.
GOA says, do you know there was a Boko Haram attack in Maiduguri yesterday?
Yes.
Yes. Still going there. We've read it. All right, today the Chima. How many times have you seen the United Kingdom fighting insecurities in Nigeria? If you live abroad, you will understand the corrupt Englishman better. 2004 says, what has Nigeria benefited from British government for the past 60 years? Maybe they benefited. No. Maybe our leaders are benefiting. Our leaders
colonial matter that has colonized you and they left and they go and they handed over everything for you. Maintain your resources. What do you want to enjoy from them? Google it now. Google you are looking for what is written at the leaders. What that will help you to run your government? What our leaders did, they came and saw the exploitative system designed by colonial masters, and they maintain status quo, just like you said. They are benefiting. And what is it the same to Nigerians? Very few people came and it looked like a hijack of government, a continuous colonialist system. That's what we are having till date.
Yes. All right, this is Chima says, how can somebody come from nowhere uninvited and join people together against their wish? All right, Sunday Igboho talk past this. Now he is on the mandate of
standing on the mandate and wearing the cap of the you might go chop, you know. Okay, ask yourself, what is the work of Sunday Igboho before he joined this struggle? What was his work?
I don't talk about Sunday Igboho.
He go back to his work. He's a freedom fighter. Yeah.
We will go there, right? All right, away from that, there was a bomb blast in Maiduguri yesterday. Yeah, explosions rocked crowded areas in Maiduguri.
Market for that matter.
Maiduguri has always been in the news. You understand, on a negative light, for wrong reasons. You understand, and we expected government to be able to identify those vulnerable areas. You understand, and do things differently in those areas. But we keep seeing the same strategies carried out by these terrorists, and they keep rolling the same strategy, and it's still working. It means that government is either not getting it right, or is it that whether they are even complicit. You understand? If people are using a particular strategy to carry out attack, and they keep coming up with the same strategy, and you are not able to tackle it, it's showing complicit. And I advise Mr. President, if you travel to UK, one of the first questions you should ask them, why are you people not bothered about insecurity difference in Nigeria? You colonized this country. Anytime there is a challenge, you are just there. You understand? We have an America that we don't even have a ties with them. When they didn't colonize us. They seem to be showing more concern, and the British people are just indifferent. It doesn't make sense to me.
Sometimes I just ask myself this question: that is the Nigerian government winning the war against insecurity, especially against Boko Haram? I think Boko Haram sect is the one ruling that, controlling that state. This is a proof of failure in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Failure to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians.
Without missing word, definitely there is no sign that we are winning.
But how did they get to get to heavily guarded areas like Maiduguri?
Maiduguri has always been to ask. Maiduguri is headquarters of Borno, and it has always been one of the difficult areas for these people to penetrate. So they are also making attempts to make sure that the Maiduguri is also become a vulnerable area. So they are coming from they want to take over a particular axis, and that was when Nigeria military with the police and the joint task force, they tried to repel them. In the process, people, they are now having got to the extent that they are now attacking 3 bases simultaneously at a go. One of it was the one that's very close to Maiduguri, on the Maiduguri road, and there was market there, and that was where the bomb detonated. Because when I hear bomb blast, I thought it was a suicide bombing, because these people, they also have their strategy in a fortified area where they see that we will not be able to get through. They use suicide bomber especially in a crowded place like market. But when I on a more, research, when I read, I saw that I think it was as a result of the fighting between this terrorists and the Dawn Task Force. Then there was a bomb blast in that area. So there is no sign that we are winning this battle. Of course, like I usually say, issue of terrorists is unlike a conventional war. Yet our government, they don't show sign that they really mean business, that they want to win this battle. I've not seen any sign from them. I've not seen any seriousness that they want to. Are they actually? And one question I've been asking: are we fighting a defensive war or an offensive war? Because all the time it's like we try to repel the attack. When we want to make attack, then we repel the attack, or after the attack we go there. How heavy have we been able to bombard these people? What is the seriousness of government? What is the political power? I mean, how serious is our government to make sure that they even carry that battle into their domain? We are talking about 50 million people approximately.
Do they know their domain?
They know. Don't do they don't know. They know.
At least
they know.
You must told us.
They know. They know. There is no hidden place where all these Boko Haram are. Where federal government don't know. They know. They know that they are in natured area. If you ask them to be pointing their flashing, the red flag area, the Nigerian government know. They know about it. Then how serious are they to make sure that they bring back to their domain, to make sure that they destroy them and they battle them to finish? You can just be after today, we kill 20 of them today, then you go and relaxation. After we go there today, we attack them, we kill 20, then they go and relax. After some weeks, we see that those one they have reinforced. If there be continuous bombardment in that area, let declare state of emergency. If you declare state of emergency,
bombarding now.
Haven't they been doing it? They have been doing it, but it's not enough. When you are killing your enemy and they refuse to, then you keep on doing the thing. You keep on killing, you keep on doing the thing. Kill everybody, yes.
Till infinity.
Till infinity. Keep on until they should say that. Okay, look at ISIS. Yeah. Look at ISIS. Yeah. See how America make sure that they destroy ISIS. They located at Syria and Iraq and Iran. See how they destroy them. Until they make sure that they see that nobody call itself an ISIS and they have their domain in that place. Since when have you heard about ISIS in that domain? That's how to do things until you see the end of people that you are battling. You see, don't stop. Whatever it got to cost. So one of the things that we think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should discuss with the king is that how are you going to help us to make sure that we see the end of terrorism in Nigeria? It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Okay, why do attacks keep happening in Borno despite years of military presence? Why? I think Boko Haram started in Borno. This issue of terrorism started there.
Yes.
And this new dispensation we started in 1999. That's where the new terrorism started. There have been terrorism acts in the past republics, like Matasi in Kano, other insurgency and co. But when we started this new republic, it started from Borno with Boko Haram. In the late years of President Obasanjo and the early beginning government of Jonathan. Now, the good question you ask is that, you see, that problem that started, it was caused by the politicians. Yes, or the first generation politician of Modu Sharif, they are the one that recruited people for political, patronage. After the election now, whatever the promises they are giving to them, they went away with they didn't fulfill it, and the people now begin to react. Now to suppress them, to suppress the onslaught, they have to all go out and begin to attack them. But unfortunately for them, they have to go about killing the man, Muhammad Yusuf. After they captured him, that's what brought the crisis. That was escalated the crisis. The man was killed. The people now went where is the Haywire? What was it? That was correct. Haywire. They now went Haywire on the matter. That's what escalated the matter. So that they have become loose, and since then they will carry on this successful attack. But the issue now is that, look, Mr. Mike, if you trace the history of Kanuri people of Borno, they were never conquered by Fulani jihadists. Even when Musa was at the hottest state of it, of the jihadist movement. They were never conquered, and there's no Emirates in any land called Kano land. Why? How come now we now have them penetrating to the hinterland? I mean, to the main city of Maiduguri. It is because these people activities is more of a guerrilla warfare. Of course, you know what I mean by that. These are civilians who are dressed like me and you, Mr. Mike. They are armed with explosive and offensive weapons. They mix with the people in the public. And how many people begin to pinpoint, begin to support, begin to arrest all here and there? You can't do that. So they usually mix in the public, and with that, it's not easy to identify them. They are not regular conventional military men who wore uniform that you can see on the street that this is a soldier. That they are civilians who are dressed in mufti with explosive under them, with arm under them. You cannot easily detect them. This now calls for I've been saying this. Let's some shift. I'm not saying you should abandon the original security architecture we already have. Let's now focus more now on community policing. By the time you begin to mobilize every individual in every community to be, to be sensitive, to be watchful, to observe, and begin to look at to help your fellow civilian around you, Mr. will go a long way identify these people. The government drive the initiative and drive the process that okay, we want to be paying more attention now on community members of the public, civilians. Of course, we have the state security, police, army. What's even their total number compared to the number of Nigerians? Total number of security men of 3 million to 250 million. What's the ratio of 1 military man to Nigeria? Okay, we still believe in them. We still fall back to them. But let this focus be not the center of look. Community policing, let people begin to become aware, be concerned about their security. They say in UK, they say if you are in the streets of UK, there are some old women in their apartment. They look through their windows. They see the same face. They call police. Hello, police. And the same face and now so. I'm glad police to come. That's community member. People inhabiting in that area doing that. As government mobilize the community of this to do that. No. They are afraid. Why are they not doing that? They are afraid because the more they mobilize onto a formidable frontline force, you can be an opposition to them to check them from all these authorities and the community. But that means the state will not do it. Our government will not do it. Our traditional system will not do it. Then the also not less on us, Mr. Mike. We the people that are the victim of this thing. Let us begin to form ourselves. Introduce defensive force. I've been saying this in Somali. All right. Yes, in this community you are saying.
Always good morning. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning. Let me, Mike, just a second. Let me say birthday wish to the people who are marking their birthday. One is 99, I think so. And forward, Miss Clara, I want to say happy birthday to you all. May God bless you.
I don't need to ask you about the performance of our security agencies. I know what response you give to me. I know the response you give to me. These people always react after tragedies. After tragedies, you see them coming up, into the situation. But at what point did we get it wrong? I understand and I know fully well that this issue of terrorism started in Borno State. Why didn't they deal with the situation at that point in time?
Intelligence failure. That is one. If you cannot be able to stop an attack before it happened, it just means there's issues with intelligence sharing and the rest of them, and that's one of the problems. Another angle to it is a compromise. The factor of trying to pass a certain message, and it's also religion-driven, attached to a certain agenda. We have been seeing this, just look at it, I overlook it because one, why is it that the northern leaders are not condemning this thing outrightly for over 40 years now or more than? Why are we not seeing northern politicians coming up to speak? Why are we not seeing, imams, clerics, scholars condemning it? But you see, they say they are their brothers and sisters. What do you expect? We keep on here painting the narrative. Hey, it's your story. When Nigeria is ready to tackle insecurity, they know what to do. to stop this killing here and there. They know what to do. Kidnapping everywhere.
They know what to do.
Nigeria know what to do.
They know their locations.
The Nigerian
know them by their names.
Mike, you know what is called government intelligence? Very important. When you say to understand, well, this kind of thing you are seeing here, you know, they say nobody can defeat government. Government can be defeated. Who's telling you that nobody can defeat government? Government can be defeated. Can be set packing. And another people will come and take over, reform the system, and establish a structure that will give Nigeria security, that can provide leadership. It's a government. Who told you that? 90 state governors. Okay, let me even say, they said I've conquered middle belt. You can see, let us be sensible. What is Gowon doing in Abuja? Has it Gowon ever come out to condemn what is happening? And we are here saying, yes, it's a clear thing. Let the Danjuma come. Babangida Buhari, okay, Buhari is no more. All of them who are alive from that extraction. Abu Salami, why are they keeping quiet? They should come out and tell us exactly what is happening in the north. Not only in the north, across Nigeria, 36 states, nowhere is safe. The same people are everywhere killing people. None of them has come out to condemn what is going on. Even the British government, have they come out to, you don't hear their voice one day. So traditional ruler went there for London, about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's going to answer questions.
What questions?
Oh, you didn't listen to it? After the traditional ceremony they are going to do at Wisdom or whatever, then the lawmakers, UK lawmakers are saying that he has questions to answer. Maybe you've not read it or you have not heard about it, but that is the way. He was not invited by the Prime Minister of Britain. He was not invited. That's what the lawmakers said. If you are definitely going to meet Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, you must ask him questions. Why Christians are being killed in Nigeria? He's keeping quiet. The issue of human rights violations.
Is that the question you want to ask him?
Okay, I'm talking to the public. Okay. Anybody have an ulterior opinion from this expression, let him come out and tell me whether the lawmakers are not demanding that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should ask questions, should answer questions of what is going on in Nigeria. But my take is this: why is it that these days the British government have not come out to condemn the killings that is taking place in Nigeria? The Prime Minister himself. Why? Are Nigerians not dying? Or they think that Nigerians have not died enough? They are part of the problem. They are part of the conspiracy. That is it.
What do you expect Tinubu to do? Is among those that brought terrorism in Nigeria. That's in the day on this.
Okay.
All right. We have a USA master strategy chilling in UK. On to the next one. As far as the insects eating the vegetables are behind the vegetables itself, Nigeria won't achieve a jack against insurgents.
Yes, I think at the inception of our at the unification of this country in 1914, bringing Northern Protectorate together with the Southern Protectorate for administrative convenience alone. Why I read this purely for administrative convenience alone, is not to cater for you, just for Britain to have simple, trouble-free administrative convenience to govern. That's how Lord God did. It's not to cater for you, not to. It doesn't ask for your feelings, your opinion, your likes, your dislike, your approval. For pure British administrative convenience alone. Okay, it took on. We are amalgamated. But what about when we have been given independence since 1960? Is the presidency our problem? Is presidency our problem since 1960 is the president now? No! We are not the custodian of the rulership of this country. We are not the one handling the rulership. Then if we blame anybody now, of course we agree that Britain, when they were going, there were some things they did that was in favor of section of the country than the rest. Of course, the population, the conducted, they inflated the figure of the north against the south. That's the best. After we have taken over the government since 1960, government supposed to have corrected all those anomalies. So we should blame our leaders. They are the ones to be held responsible for all the anomalies that we see that is sustained after military has left. This gave us independence. We are not like Mr. Man. We are not like Famoco country whereby France is dominating them. Britain gave independence to all its four protectorate and gave them 100% freedom to rule themselves. All our Francophone countries whereby France is dominating them. So anybody see laying blame to Britain is not sincere with the problem. Blame leadership who are taking over leadership since 1960, who are self-serving, self-centered people. All of them alone. No one is having trust of the masses at hand. Is it the business that not to allow us to have a function of analysis since 1960? Mr. Man, look at what is going on now. Barrel of oil it has now gone to $104 per barrel. Increment in the amount of money that you have been making because we are exporter of crude oil. But that money we are making, we are losing it through another way by importing petroleum products because we don't have the financial to fight for us locally. You see, other countries are making more money just like us making more money. They are not losing it because they are not importing petroleum products. But in our own case, we are importing, we are losing the money again. Who made us to have the financial since 1960? Is it British? It's not British. It's our people, it's our leaders. Leaders across the country, all across the country. Yes, we never capacity, whether it's ceremonial, in a certain position, all of them from all across this country. Yes, they are the ones we should be blamed for it. So any problem that we are facing now, blame leadership that took over the government since 1960 to the present day, who are self-serving, selfish interest, not there for in the interest of masses. Amassing wealth, public wealth, stealing it, and give them turn out to crumbs.
Mike, I disagree with that. If you have read a book called Economic Sabotage, you will discover what CIA does in countries where these colonial masters have influence, using multinationals to sabotage economies. Anybody that is telling you that Britain does not have direct and indirect influence in Nigeria today, then what makes us a Commonwealth nation among where decisions have been taken? After they said after 100 years everybody go their way. What are we still waiting? They are the ones that stopped democracy in Nigeria, planted Buhari. It's the same people. And look at, I don't know, what are they struggling now? They want to make sure that Islam does not have a solid presence. Now they are pushing everybody, go. We don't want them. Okay, why would Buhari sabotage the first democratic government in Nigeria without the help of Britain? What happened during the 1967 war without the help of Britain? Go and read fast. Up till now, why have they not commented? Why have they not said anything about Nigeria? They are inviting their traditional ruler. Government, as far as I'm concerned, the visit is 0/0. They should tell him the truth that break up this country, let everybody go. As simple as that. After all, they to run away from EU. They run away from EU. They said the reason why they run away from EU is best known to them.
All right, straight to the comment section. Ordinary Taiwo, Big Tape Prince says, I totally disagree with you, Mr. Michael. Oh, me? By saying these people always react after tragedies. You should try and call out unpatriotic attitude of some citizens in Nigeria. Yes. Okay, yes. Definitely I've joined the Wailing Wailers. Ordinary Taiwo. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. But what I was trying to say is that in most cases they are being reactive instead of proactive. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes, yeah. And we have proofs, evidence to what I'm saying. Yes, if you have been following us on this program, you'll see where we've discussed issues like this. Yeah, I think it happened in Kwara State where people why wouldn't they be able to stop it? Yes. Not even one. Let us mention one that's able to stop. Even the one they wrote letter they are coming, they will still be there. The one they are coming, they will say, make them leave the taking point, make everybody go their way.
saboteurs.
See, boss, I'm telling you, until if I were Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I've said it before and I'm repeating it, I would call the whole northern leaders to a conference. Let them tell Nigerians what they want. Why actually they are not standing up against terrorism.
You know, I said this thing. I even said, I was even particular that the particular time I was causing this insecurity, they are mostly known. In fact, they are known, and we know them to be Fulani. Fulani. I even said it that let President Tinubu call Sultan of Sokoto and let him know, clear him and tell him your tribe has been the one causing security to people.
Sultan was with him.
No, he has not done Mr. Mike, he has not addressed the matter. The matter is that let's put this point back to Sultan. Sultan, you are the head of all the areas in Nigeria of a tribe, Fulani. And Fulani has been the tribe that they identify as the one causing all this security. You see people that is killing people across the country. Is it your man is killing across the country? Is it people? Is Fulani that is killing across the country? Call their head. This is alternate. Tell him, blam, okay? Your people, your tribe are being the one killing people all around the country. We want your assistance. What do you this time you said let him now see how call all this area. It's like all the emirs in the north, they are all Fulani. No emirs of
all right, away from that. Always listen to this carefully. The state visit is the first by a Nigerian leader in 37 years. This is as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is also the first Nigerian leader to be hosted by the British monarch at Windsor Castle. Part of the statement said Nigeria and the United Kingdom share a deep history of ties and a special bond, adding that the purpose of the visit is to strengthen bilateral relations and explore avenues for collaboration on issues such as immigration, trade, investment, cultural exchange.
See, that's the problem when you read out this kind of well-tailored cosmetic statement. You know,
well-tailored cosmetic
statement. But I'm coming now. I'm coming. That's what I'm saying now. So it was a traditional ruler that invited Mr. President. Please accept that. And the traditional ruler is now telling you that they have trade and investment to discuss without the prime minister. It's not addressing the House of Commons. It's not there with the prime minister of Britain. Nothing. You are telling me that the traditional ruler and all that. Mike, where would you learn? Can Christians come out and tell us what is happening in Nigeria? Can you put a stop? Yes, come at what they call him. Okay? Prince I think that's his name. Prince Charles. Please, let him come out and tell us. We don't need. But do you know how many agreement? They don't sign more than 1 million. Where the agreement they take us to? But that's the question. We have a fundamental issue caused by unfortunate gathering of people. Amalgamation. They amalgamate Nigeria.
Your citizens are entering UK. Your citizens are entering UK now.
Like that is what we're saying. They amalgamate Nigeria. Push for that. But why will we be dying because of one Nigeria? Because if you look at it, that's what it is. Nigerians are dying because of one Nigeria. And you're saying you're going to meet is it called Prestars and Kamala? They're going to host you. No, they have been hosting Nigeria for more than 60 years or close to 70 years now of our independence. Nigeria not independent for whatever reason. Whether they are going there to tell him, come from us, thank you for sentencing us in Americano. They don't know what they're going there. Or whatever they are going to discuss there, or go there and tell, oh, this is their life, please go and make sure that this country, okay, they are to open, they are meeting. That is not what Nigerians actually, we need help. And what is our help? This fundamental threat, insecurity,
should be addressed.
And you are only talking about if you go meet one traditional ruler for London. But I'm telling you, go to come. If they are the ones that are addressing Bola Ahmed Tinubu to introduce monarchical democracy in Nigeria, tell them it will not work.
I don't understand what Oyeze is trying to say. He said the visit is zero.
Mr. Mike,
Does it mean it's not necessary?
let me put.
Is it poorly timed? What's it trying to say?
Mr. Mike,
Don't we need this kind of visit at this point in time?
Mr. Mike, I'm coming to address that question. Let the public know some facts about British system of government. We public need know. The Prime Minister is not the head of government. He's not the Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Britain. He's not the overall head of. It's the king. That's Commander-in-Chief and the head of government. Prime Minister is just administrator. This is Mike. And the king can dismiss the Prime Minister without any exception. He can dissolve Parliament. He has power to dissolve Parliament. He can dismiss. I'm not saying Sako. Dismiss Prime Minister without explanation. King retains the power of Britain. He's the president, commander-in-chief for everything. In fact, it's the sovereignty. That's the people should not understand who the head of government of Britain is. So it's not just a traditional ruler, as some people say. He is the head of government, commander-in-chief of government of Britain. That's the person that's inviting the president of our country, President Tinubu. So I'm not the prime minister, the administrator of Britain, just an administrator. Go and study the decision, of the structure of government of Britain. So the man who has the man who is head of government, who is commander-in-chief of the government of Britain, is the one that is the president, and is the one that will be signing the whatever bilateral agreement they have to Nigeria. Number two, Mr. Mike, every country always have bilateral relations.
All right, sir. Anambra says King of England is the overall head of government.
God bless you. That's exactly what you're saying. It's mischievous for anybody to call him. It's extremely mischievous for anybody, no matter whatsoever. We need, regardless of our political leanings, regardless of our differences, we should always try to set the record straight. Yes. It is highly mischievous. Yes. It is uncalled for. It's appalling. Yes. It is grossly irreprehensible for anybody to describe the queen and the king or the king of England. Mike, let me tell you now. Don't use English to defend yourself. I'm telling you, it will solve the lack of understanding of the system. What you have now, if you want to deal with the United States, UK, Britain now, you deal with the Prime Minister. Yes, I don't want to know.
Okay. All right. Keir Starmer is the head of government in Britain, serving as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Now, role explained. The role
confirm.
The Prime Minister leads.
What do you know? What do you know? Calm down. Hey? This arrogance is baseless. I don't know what you mean by arrogance. I don't know what you mean by arrogance. My Lord, I said, I'm responding to what you read. Mike, I'm responding to what you read. Head of government. Okay, what you do now? Yes, I'm finished. You see what you want? What is head of government? What do you mean of government? It's ignorance. It's ignorance. I don't want you to lie. Please, don't run on the low gas.
Now, let us explain his role.
Yes.
The Prime Minister leads His Majesty's government, overseeing policy, cabinet decisions, and the civil service.
Leave him now.
talking to them now. You are talking to them.
Okay. Let me now move. Key responsibilities. Okay. As the cabinet and appoint minister, commands confidence in the House of Commons, advises the monarch on government matters. Now, now let's now move to the king. King Charles serves as the head of state in Britain with largely ceremonial and constitutional role. He grants assent to bills passed by Parliament, a formality not refused since 17.
Can you calm down? Can you calm down, Mike? Can you calm down? Let me school them for 1 second. Let me school them for 1 second. Quoting date now. No, let me school them for 1 second. But we are talking about, that's the fear. We cannot be introducing monarchy when we are talking about federalism and democracy. And that's my position. Now that's how they lie every day. Now it is clear to them who is responsible and who should Bola Ahmed Tinubu go and meet. You hear that? Who should Bola Ahmed Tinubu go and meet? I'm the one in charge. I'm the one in charge. No, I'm the one. It's my turn now. You can't just obstruct me. Mike, you know what I'm saying? Very clearly. What did I say before? Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be going to meet, and I said tradition. They said no, they want to beat me. Go to Kestama. Let Kestama invite you. Let us see that Donald Trump is inviting you. Let us see people who have something to offer invite you. No, and I said, why is it that the lawmakers are insisting that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have questions to ask? Nobody has read that.
Queen dynasty, you want to go and see dynasty. You want economic agenda to come our Nigeria. He wants Nigeria and UK to come together as brother for the bilateral relationship, and I think there's nothing wrong in that. And I can tell you, there's nothing the UK they will do in UK that you have to avoid, or you have to go beyond the queen, the king that is on the seat now, King Charles, right?
King Charles is the former commander-in-chief of the British Armed Forces. British Armed Forces.
All of that. They belong to the
I'm coming. Yes, my turn to speak. When read out, I was about to tell you. In practice, exercises de facto control over military decisions, including deployment through the Hold on. Mr. Mike, I'm what to read that to hearing of he said he used the king's government oversee on his behalf. And that's it now. He said it's like you have a manager of your company, you the chairman and the MD of your company. You have manager running his set, running the affairs. That's what Prime Minister is. King is the commander-in-chief, the authority of the land. It's the one controlling. Prime Minister cannot deploy forces. He cannot control them. Cannot command them. The command is not the authority. Yes, he cannot. The even command. Yes. He can dismiss Prime Minister and dissolve Parliament. When King Olivia died, I took my time to study the nature of their government. I was surprised. I didn't know Alabama before. That king is over our head, and you heard it out that he leaves the king government overseeing Olivia and passing back. So can you be passing to somebody who's loyal to you? You report to your superior, somebody who's ahead of you, and that thing, and you are not is the commander-in-chief. Now that's number one. Number two, as you get to President Tinubu visit to UK, every country of the world has bilateral relationship with other countries of the world. As every country must have bilateral relationship with other countries of the world. But whether a country is born internally, the bilateral aspect of your relationship with other country, we see it on. How do you have embassies, you have ambassadors, high commissioners all over the world.
And moreover now, they are even saying there's a bilateral agreement to be signed. Economic bilateral agreement to be signed by Nigeria and UK. That side of the government cannot stop. You won't say because we are having internal problem, the external aspect of the government of the country stop. It won't stop. So not only that government, the president of the country to fulfill the external aspect of the government relationship with Nigeria and other countries. That's what will continue to be.
All right, away from that, Governor Soludo of Anambra State has sealed about 1,000 shops over 6,000. So, what do you have to say?
They have sealed over 1,000 shops.
1,000 shops a year.
Over sit at home.
Yeah, over sit at home.
Oh, well, Mike, let me just tell you very clearly.
Can you enforce?
No, Mike, I don't know where Soludo is getting that kind of inspiration, you know, because it does not mean well for the people of Anambra State. I think the best thing for him to do is to, you know, retract his footsteps and make up his mind to look at alternatives to solve the issue. Locking up people's shop, you know what it means? You are committing crime already against those people, because what they are doing is not something that is unlawful. Just because you are governor, you want to please the people that planted you there. You should also be careful that posterity. Look at Malami. Look at what is it called, Erufai. Look at where they are today. Do you know that Soludo can be picked? Do you know that ICC can invite him? And that is why when I look at some of these things these people does, you know, I know that globally that this sentiment that, you know, the institutions who are supposed to protect humanity has been compromised. Mike, look at United Nations. All the institutions that are supposed to protect the ideals of democracy. Go to ICC now, go to ECOWAS court, go to all these places and report an issue. No action.
All right, 1,000 shops sealed by the government of Soludo. Should compliance be forced through sanctions?
Is that right?
Or you should try and address the root cause of this situation?
I have two dimensions to it. Number one, I don't support.
Of course, he told us that he has tried all means to end.
I have two responses to it. The first response is that I don't support Soludo sealing up people's shop. That means of livelihood, what people use to feed, means of making an income, making an early living. And the second side of this is that, look, who is telling you there's no political leadership in Southeast? You can see enforcement that somebody is in power, is in charge. He said something, I implemented it. Who was able to reverse it? That's to tell you that it's not only one. Everybody who is thinking that only happens control science is not true. You cannot see other section of the other part of the science that's also within power. It has exercised it now. Over 1,000 shop was sealed. Can Akpabio go and open it? So you have to many power blocks in the southeast that they all have to be agreed together to make that region forward. Everybody thinking that the only one power block is raining. It's not true. This man threatening when on Monday, sit at home Monday, so that they should stop it. When to close out, we shall say he would threaten to many people come out and protest. They have to recognize that there is a power in political power in part of that state. So it's not, so they should know that they have to balance it together. Not one part of the system thinking they're on top of it.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. Mr. Vincent, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Michael Adekule.
All right.
I'm still studying my existing protocol.
All right.
Good morning to our viewers across the globe.
All right, Tinubu's state visit to UK is what we've been discussing on the program, and Nigerians are reacting to this. Some are saying that why this large delegation, why travel with large delegation, why move with numbers of ministers and all of that. There is a time we are struggling because it is a time Nigerians are passing through certain challenges. The president shouldn't embark on this. What's your take on this?
You see, Mike, I've always said it on this platform that profligacy on the part of this government is unprecedented in the history of governance in Nigeria. And you can see for crying out loud, we are witnessing a bloated, or rather over-bloated delegation going for a common goal that even successive governments in the past have a backdrop on. And when you put that into consideration, you see that must you go with the entire personnel in your house before you treaty or MOU can be signed. And you see, to me, I believe that we are in the era of AI and other electronic gadgets. At least when others egalitarian society of the world are doing something differently what they used to do in the past, but we are still being seen as taking on a pedestrian route. I want to believe that if Mr. President really mean well for our collective good, I think why go with that humongous delegation? I think what needed to be said, at least Minister of Trade and Commerce and all these things there. You can go with External Affairs Minister and maybe probably yourself. I think the deal must have been done. And the scenario whereby you are going is like you are going on a jamboree, a kind of a carnival, and which is not other good for the state of our economy, considering the fact that Anambra Nigeria is battling to survive in this kind of a divide as a result of vagaries in the economic climate. I want to rest on that.
All right, gentleman Mike, let's have your own take on this state visit. Will this provide economic opportunities? I mean, benefits? Will it benefit the lives of Nigerians, or create a Photoshop opportunities in the UK?
Well, I hope it does. We've not seen the details of some of the MOUs that will be signed. But from what we have seen in the past, some of these MOUs are not largely beneficial to our nation because of the difference in terms of who is benefiting more. We heavily depend on importation more than Britain. So we can begin to guess that we are not likely to benefit more from such MOUs in terms of the trade balance. Look at the trade balance; they will benefit more because they push a lot of things into our system, while we do less of exports into their own system, which could have earned us foreign currencies and all of that. But we've been told that a lot of some MOUs will be signed in tech, in energy, and some other areas. I can only hope that we benefit from this incessant getting out of the country, especially when the nation is in dire need of leadership direction, especially the level of insecurity that we have seen that is ravaging our land. The commander-in-chief cannot afford to be far away from his domain, as we are seeing it. So I call it another visit to a particular country, which may not translate into much in terms of us benefiting now. But what I expect our leaders to be discussing to be more of how to secure this country. Michael, the threat is huge. Bomb blast happened in Maiduguri yesterday, as we have said earlier on this platform. Several other places, kidnappings, that has become a daily occurrence. People are inside bushes trying to fight for their life, trying to raise ransom and all of that. The level of insecurity is enormous, and as I've always expressed, we must first have a nation before we think of any other thing. So, Mr. President, among several other things that we'll be discussing with Britain, he should also talk about how to secure this country, and the issue of downplaying the role of the king. I think we have dealt with that. We cannot trivialize the powers of the king in the British establishment. So it's not only about the Prime Minister, the British monarch holds a very major control of the entire system. And I think some of our colleagues have talked about that.
Another bomb blasts in Maiduguri. What do you have to say, sir?
You see, I've always said that it's a recurring destiny in the fabric of the nation. we have had all these things happening over time, of which the security machinery seems overwhelmed to contain it. And having said that, you see, this is our president is going now to sign bilateral relations and everything. I want to believe that one of the key subjects to be talked upon should be on security. And I believe that Britain, as wise as they will not put their pounds in Nigeria without having a template of a secured template. And having said that also, you see, all this while, there has been this ominous silence on their part, considering the happenings in the country, Nigeria. I want to believe you say you are a colonial master and we share the same commonwealth. I think whatever happens in Nigeria should also bother you too, because we are, for crying out loud, we are the 5th largest OPEC producing nation in the world, and also we have enormous and vast resources in Nigeria that Britain cannot, do away with us just like that. And I think that any friend that says that is your friend, when in the times of challenge, he or she does not come to your aid, I think you should watch out whenever you are dealing with such a friend. I want to believe that whatever President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going there to do, he should first of all take as a paramount issue our security concern, our security state in the nation, and see how they can get some kind of help in making sure that we are firm. Whatever gains we have gained so far in terms of our pursuit in having a very good template, secure template called Nigeria.
All right, Pride says, thank God for Mr. Mike, that gentleman Mike and Vincent. Our ears will rest from the previous racket. Okay. Therefore, Chris says the shops Soludo is demolishing are the ones that have been marked for demolition long ago. It is not to push sit-at-home defaulters as you guys think. These are mostly illegal structures and shanties. All right, we'll move down to another one. Tinubu's visit is just an Owambe visit. Simple. This is coming from Udezi Chima. Victor says, I am to the Okafor, saying, good morning to gentleman Mike and Vincent. All right, on to the next one. Gentleman Mike, what did Nigeria gain from Tinubu's St. Lucia, Brazil, and UAE trip? All right, Pride goes on. Air travel is very dicey at the moment due to the ongoing conflict worldwide. All right, we'll move down to Obayaga. Why can't he come and meet his sister, Kemi Badnam? All right, we'll move down to Pride. Nigeria is going to supplicate to UK, which is very unfortunate. Okay, Tinubu was called to do British bidding. Nothing for Nigerian citizens. On to the next one, 2004. Nigeria don't share the same Commonwealth because Nigeria practice American democracy, not monarchy. All right, thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate this morning. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm hale and hearty. I'm a very high spirit this morning.
Very, very high. All right, we're talking about what the president is going there to do. His visits to the United Kingdom. And we've asked your colleagues certain questions. Why some reacted positively, some criticized the president for going to the United Kingdom. Now, Tinubu, an historic visit to UK is to sign MOU on trade, investment, defense. And according to reports, is to witness signing of £746 million financing deal between UK Export Finance, NPA Finance Ministry. Is this going to be just photo opportunity, or will it translate to positive results in the lives of Nigerians?
It's been put right succinctly, that is historic, but not only historic but symbolic and significant. It's good, it's very heady for the system. I've always clamored on this platform. I'm a believer in the system. I'm a believer in our president. Perhaps simply because of my kind of background, I believe in the scriptural saying that we should always pray for the good of our Jerusalem, so that we will continue to flourish, we continue to prosper. Anybody who wants the good of his Jerusalem, these are our own Jerusalem, for crying out loud. For God's sake, we don't have any other. We should always endeavor to wish the best for our motherland, Nigeria. So I believe stronger in the future. I know quite well. It's going to yield fruit. Nigeria is not a barrier state. Nigeria can't afford to be an island unto himself. He can't afford to be isolated from the scheme of things amongst the committee of nations. So it's a welcome idea, it's a welcome development. It's historic, and if you look at the trajectory of the political career of the man, the Mr. President, you find that everything about him is historic. Right from the way he's role, the way he became the governor, his role in the
Yes.
Anti-military days, it's pro-democracy days, the way Emmanuel became president, even his upbringing, everything about him is story. So he is actualizing this after 36 years of non-relationship between the Nigerian state and the British monarchy. So be it, it's a welcome development. It's something that all and sundry, every right thinking Nigeria should be able to comment. We should be able to applaud it. So I love it. We want it, and I believe Songa is going to be productive. So the only caveat I want to enter here, the only caveat I want to enter here is that, of course, like somebody in the channel said that the European, the Commonwealth master, at times they can be so ridiculous, they can be so selfish in their expectations. So we should be here, we should watch it. Especially when it comes to the question of imperialism, neo-colonialism. So an attempt by ex-colonial master to control you, to lord it over you, to want you to pander to their whims and caprices. We should watch it. So we should not do anything so that will bring the Nigerian government at loggerheads on collision course with the Nigerian people.
Now, given the past records on the trade impact on the likes of UAE, Brazil, St. Lucia.
I take you up on the issue of the yourself. First time in Nigeria, Brazil.
Let me die before you bet.
I know where you going, sir.
Are Nigerians justified in criticizing this latest?
The criticism is not justifiable at all. In one take for instance, the visit to Brazil. I take for instance. The bilateral relations to Brazil. Brazil, as we talk today, is a producer of livestock the world over. So today there is a Brazilian bank and there is invested $2.4 billion in livestock production in Nigeria, and that was brought about. It was agenda by this kind of visit of Mr. President of Brazil. So what are we talking about? I believe it's a subsequent visit, and they will also yield food. They will be productive. So, you know, I'm a pragmatic. I believe in anything that rubs off on Nigerians, anything that puts food on the table, anything that brings about practical change in the life of positive change in the life of the citizenry. That's what I believe in. I don't believe in armchair criticism. So it's at times all answer is put on this so that we support our leaders, we support the managers of this so that we can get to the Eldorado we so desire.
To buttress to what he's saying, the Southwest have a big bilateral relationship with Brazil, historical relationship with Brazil. So they are trying now to bring economic boosts into Nigeria. The bilateral relationship the best of the bilateral relationship they can have now. They are trying to bring it down to Nigeria likewise now, since they know that there's a new sheriff on the throne.
Long take, sir.
Oh, thank you for having me, Mr. Mekadekule. My take about the visit of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to UK. It's good for him. It's a sign to acknowledge and to recognize his antecedents, his wonderful status, his wonderful political performance. When we talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he is an institute on his own personally. He served before he became a leader. He served before he became a president, and he served the likes of Awolowo, Abiola for 30 years plus. And he served humanity, he served society, he served the nation, he served community, he served individual for roughly 27, 28 years. Again, he built human, he raised human, he contributes a lot in the life of individual. So when we look at his performances individually, it's something to credit, it's something to point at. And for him to be invited by the King Charles himself, I want to say But the Bible says, if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? Initially, we all know the foundation of Nigeria is being, a wrong foundation was given to Nigeria by the British. Yes. And they somehow I will tell you that they destabilized Nigerian foundation.
He's there to sign MOUs on trade, investment, defense, and all of that. But will this bring real investment into the country, or to result to another empty agreement?
No. It will hit something positive. You know, it will bring something good to all Nigerian, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity and wonderful chance again for Nigeria and for the Mr. President to really show to the Nigerians who have criticized him so much that he has something to offer or he has something to give. It's a sign that the Mr. President, he has something to offer all Nigerians, and it will bring a whole lot of good development, infrastructure to Nigeria. You know, academically, digital, you know, it will bring a whole lot to Nigeria. It will develop a fast growth to Nigeria, and it will settle all the crises of terrorism or criminalism.
Will this attract investment, attract progress, you know, improvement in Nigeria? Will it bring improvement in Nigeria, or produce another empty round of agreement?
Yeah, I think the president visit is going to be on the 2 block. The Nigeria in diaspora, they are doing well. The president will be able to have a meeting with them. Not another round of empty.
Another round of empty. We produce another round of empty agreements or attract investment.
This one will be a very successful agreement in which they will sign, seal, and actualize. And I can tell you afterly, they are Nigerians. They are doing well in UK, and they need to come home to add up into the productivity of the country. And those are the people the president will be, you know, attending to and talking to, having a bilateral agreement with. And I can say wholeheartedly, the productivity that the president will come, you know, back to with in this back to Nigeria is not going to be the way it was before. So a lot of things will be changing as it is. And I think you see the president when he came in the first time on this tenure that is still spending, you can remember that it was the BBC that first of all said the president won the elections, and the president has no issue with them, that there has no certificate issue with them. And I can tell you heartedly, that was when Pinnick too congratulated the president that when he won the elections. And I don't know why we found ourselves in a country that is so don't let me say the way it is, but I want to say that our people should change their own narrative.
All right, should the 20 of us say Tinubu is going for medical checkup, not signing of MOU, investment, and all of that?
Maybe he's Tinubu's doctor. Him himself.
All right, I say Tinubu was summoned by the colonial master, not invited. Take note.
Are you pretty sure is it pretty so where this coming from? If you look at the ratings from all the international rating agencies, talk of Fish, talk of Forbes, talk of Financial Times of London, every rating agency internationally, they've given it to this government that in terms of FDI, foreign direct investment, Nigeria has never had it so good. We never had it so this smooth. When the influx of course, no reasonable, no right thinking foreign investor will not want to invest in a client where you have a stable currency. Of course, security is a factor. Security is a
secured client. That's what I'm asking.
Secured. Some parts of the country are secured, ready for business investment. Business, especially if you come to the southwest. So people invest on a daily basis.
What about the northern region?
A gold refinery scheme is just put in place here in Lagos. Multi-billion naira in Northwest. Of course,
conducive.
A lot has to be done in some parts of the country in terms of security. You see, this problem of security.
Bomb explosion in
Maiduguri is very unfortunate because before now, the series of bomb blasts has always happened in Baga, in Bama, in the hinterland, in the interior parts of Planu. But that of yesterday happened in Borno. So unfortunate, so disheartening, it's frustrating, it's condemnable, it's pathetic, and nobody should celebrate it.
Again, Carlos Trophy that happened yesterday has awakened our people.
it has awakened with Southerners and the coalition. I was so happy when I was listening to different people from different regions in the south that enough is enough. They were even they had that guts to be asking out, calling out Matawali, all these likes of the Zamfara people, that they have gold and they've never touched, they've never allowed any other country to benefit from the gold. So they spoke well, and I can see one of my representatives from Osun State, and he was speaking loud that Zamfara but you dare not touch their gold. They are hiding their gold, they are mining it themselves, and they don't want that any longer, and they form a coalition on the petroleum region, petroleum region states, that they have to form their blocks too, and they will be consuming their own petroleum on their own likewise. So I think that's a very historical, liberation in which I see in what happened yesterday in the House.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we'll say a big thank you to all our esteemed viewers who joined us this morning. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for engaging us. And to the celebrant, Mrs. Clara, wish you once again happy birthday, long life and prosperity. And to Adedeji in the United States of America, happy 90th birthday.
God bless you.
God bless you. I appreciate all of you. If you're watching us for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also share the program. Smash the like button. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Whoa.